Gentlemen, welcome back to the Comeback Kids City channel, dude. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How's everyone doing today? Really quickly, can we just get a mic check? Really quick. Lance, give me a mic check here.
Check 1 2, check 1 2.
New mic? Yeah, dude. We went out there. We got the new mic. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Hopefully it sounds pretty good. And there's no echo. Do you guys hear any echo? There might be a little bit. I might have to touch it up just a little. But overall, hopefully it's a lot better. Let me just touch it up just a little bit before we get this thing going. Mic quality solid. Sounds good for me. No echo for me. Awesome. Awesome.
Nice.
That's you know, man, it just seems like money runs everything, you know? You throw a little bit of money at a problem, I guess it just it goes away. How's everyone doing today, man? How's everyone doing? 108 people in here. That is awesome. Might want a tiny bit less of the highs. Maybe get a 14 to 15K low. Whatever that means, Furry. Whatever that, I don't even know what that is. Holy crap, you're on time? Yeah, today we're
a few minutes late, actually.
We were pretty close. How's everyone doing today, man? Let me get some ones in the chat. You guys are hyped up for Season of Discovery. Guys, we're 3 days away, dude. 3 days away is crazy. Super cool. Man, look at you guys. You guys are breaking the chat, dude. What mics are we using? We are using the Shure SM7Bs. The nice expensive mics. The $400 ones. Isn't that great? Isn't that great, man? How's everyone doing today, man? It is Sunday. Almost done, man. Everyone's got to get back to work tomorrow. But the good news is this Thursday we got Phase 2, man. What is everyone most excited for? Honestly, I think me has got to be the new PvP event, in my opinion. What about you?
I'm most excited to sit there and level with you, man. I mean,
sit there and level up.
Hang out.
Does anyone else like leveling? I actually enjoy leveling. You guys like the mounts? Excited for all of it. More robust builds. Feral talent trees, nice. Excited to sell the Arathi elemental shrines I've been farming. Oh man, you're gonna make a pretty penny off of that. You sell that day one, you're gonna make a pretty penny. I also enjoy running dungeons with friends. Nice, dude. Sounds good. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Not too bad. Awesome. What's up, 90s Jim, dude? Thanks for coming back in. By the way, thanks guys for tuning in once again, dude. To another episode. We are looking to do this maybe twice a week. Preferably like Sunday mornings. We had to do it a little bit late today because we had to go get this cable and make sure everything was good. But Sunday mornings and maybe Wednesday evenings. Nightbat, what's going on, baby? Thank you for tuning in. So that's probably the plan. Sunday, Wednesday, so middle of the week to help everyone get through the week. And then Sunday to wrap up the weekend and wrap up everything that's happened during the week with Season of Discovery. You guys stream live play? Yeah, we will. We're going to be... duo streaming playing as well. We forgive you? Yeah. Yeah, we gotta figure that one out. Must be nice to not have to click mute button every 5 minutes. It was more like every 5 seconds, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it. Instant investments. This man ain't messing around. Hey, man. Listen, you guys donated some good money the other day, so I mean, why wouldn't I just throw it right back into the stream? That's the goal. So, Lance, tell me, man, you said you're gonna enjoy the leveling. What do you mean by that? Because a lot of people out there don't like leveling at all. A lot of people actually hate it.
Well, hold on. Because there's a difference between leveling alone, maybe after a season or an expansion or even a server has been launched for X amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's that fresh launch and everyone's doing it together, there's 100 people. Listen, obviously it's not fun to like sit there and wait for spawns.
Yeah, and compete and stuff.
That sucks, but the excitement, there's nothing like the excitement of like a fresh launch in any WoW expansion. I don't care. Whatever it is, there's nothing like that.
Even retail. Any expansion ever that comes out when it's first officially launching, there's nothing more fun. Everything just feels so alive. It's easy to get in groups, dungeons. You farm rares, and especially in Season of Discovery, right? I mean, they bring a lot of stuff here. Well, oh, Boople, welcome to the Comeback Kids, man. I appreciate it. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, big shout out to Boople. If you're a member in here, let's get some huges in the chat. I love you, buddy. Let's get some huges in the chat, dude. Brand new member. I think we're at 61 now. We're looking to get up to 100 before Phase 2. We're going to be streaming every day until the new phase, just in hype. Josh, what's going on, baby? How we doing?
Josh.
So if you guys want to put some huges in the chat, Get it out there, man, for Boople. Once again, shout out to my buddy.
Huge.
Absolutely insane, dude. But yeah, Lance, I gotta agree, dude. I gotta agree. The start of a fresh realm, whether, I guess, not really a fresh realm, it's more like an expansion release with the new content. And the joy of Season of Discovery is what exactly?
Well, for me, it's the best part for me about Season of Discovery is going to be that every, 2 or 3 months, it's almost going to feel like a fresh expansion launching, right?
That's awesome.
We're getting our levels in. We're getting to experience things we've never got. Even, of course, it's not at a huge amount, but new runes, potentially maybe new quests, new profession items, a new raid. It's a very interesting and unique thing we're getting to experience that no one who's ever really played WoW has ever gotten to do, unless maybe you played. There was that one private server, Chromie Craft, that did something similar, but that's very niche, right? So
yeah,
this is an amazing thing. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, how many of you guys think the Season of Discovery idea, when you think about it, it's just genius. It's genius what they did, because if they release Season of Discovery full on 1 to 60, right? Everything would have been finished within a week. People are so sweaty and so hardcore. What up, Spiro, baby? People are so sweaty and so hardcore. The whole game would have been finished in a week. Everyone would have hit level 60. It would have been done, and people would have been boring. It would have been boring to a lot of people already. Now, at this point, it's 3 months. You're level 25, and then what happens?
Well, you get to re-experience that hype all over again.
That's it.
There's, as soon as it starts getting stale and to the point where it feels maybe a little bit bad, you get to start again.
Yeah.
And you can't beat that. You really
awesome.
can't beat that.
It's awesome. By the way, let me know if the music is too loud or too low. I can't hear it on your end. I can hear it on my end. So please, if you guys are in the chat, let me know about the music. I can't really tell on my end. The level banding was brilliant. Yeah, it's genius. It's simply just genius. And everyone knew that Classic Plus was coming, but no one knew. It's a bit loud. Okay, I got you. I'll lower it right now. Thank you, guys.
More.
That should be better.
No more.
More. Right there. Right around there should be pretty good. Thank you guys so much, man. Save the settings. Save it. For next time. Yeah. Need some STV. Ooh, you want that instead? A little Stranglethorn music?
You know what? I think that seems fitting for today's stream, right?
Yeah, I agree.
One thing I really wanted to talk about is what they have the opportunity to accomplish with Season of Discovery. Still loud, Jamrock saying.
I don't think so. That's super low.
Who here would like them to keep Classic WoW as a seasonal thing where every year or two they do a new season of blank
We're good.
and it changes things up? Anyone here?
Is this good? Thank you, guys.
1600 gold stack from BFD boost runs.
Make sure to restate what they're saying. Don't just answer.
New season with different changes. Yeah, maybe there's not runes, but there's other things. Maybe there's a, I don't know. Who knows? But would anyone like new seasons? Season of blank where crazier changes happen or different things, or would you like them to keep maybe runes and keep adding on to this a la a Classic Plus?
If you want to hear my opinion, I would absolutely love to keep them adding runes, adding gameplay designs, adding new things, maybe adding arenas, new battlegrounds, and expand upon Season of Discovery instead of going the same old route of Burning Crusade, Wrath, and all that, and playing it almost safe. I feel like if they did something like that, it would be more safe. So in my opinion, it'd be more classic, expanding on it, almost on like its own brand new direction. That makes sense?
Yeah, but I mean more so like you can't keep adding more runes to the level 60 thing, because eventually it ends up being something completely different. What I'm saying is a reset to where they keep Classic a seasonal thing, where like every once in a while, yeah, you're going to start back at 0, you're going to create your character, and you're going to keep going. Or Classic Plus, where they keep adding more and more and more and more content.
I mean, I wouldn't love the whole reset thing. Then it feels like I'm just playing an action RPG like Diablo. Like, I have to restart another character, even though I just fell in love with this version of the game that I've never experienced before. Then I just feel like Diablo or something. Anyone else, like, would get that feeling? Like, if I have to, like, restart my character again and then just redo 1 to 60, but they added a couple more things? Like, I don't know. Like, what's the point? Like, I don't know. I just feel like a Diablo season. That sounds terrible to me. I feel like one of the greatest aspects of an MMORPG is the fact that you make your character, right? You level up your character, you dive deep, you invest, you do all the quests, the stories, achievements, pets, mounts, gold farming, all those things. To just have it get ripped away, it kind of just takes the aspect of a great MMO away, right? Don't you think?
For me personally, yes. But I also, like I said, I don't want them playing it safe with SOD and going into a TBC or a Wrath. I think that goes against everything SOD stands for.
I love this right here. The grind becomes the gameplay loop, which takes away from the rest of the MMO.
You're right. And honestly, the more times you have to keep redoing the same things, it makes people care less about that journey. Right? More and more. Even with the new changes they've had in SOD, there's people who don't give a damn. Like, they just want to... I mean, I've seen since week 2, people getting boosted in RFC by mages to level up instead of doing it themselves, right? So...
Yeah. Hell yeah, love open up and seeing the live comeback his video, keeping the content coming, boys. Thank you so much, Neil. We got a lot more coming. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we got a lot to talk about today. I know it sounds so cliche that I'm saying that, but we got to go through some of the interview questions that we have officially ready, locked and loaded, approved for tomorrow. We got to go through some other news that we're going to be talking about and bringing up in a news video, hopefully Tuesday, maybe Monday, Tuesday, something like that. We got a lot to get into. There's a lot to go on. I know we could sit here and ramble and just discuss and, you know, go through a bunch of BS, but there are some official things we do have to discuss. I'm going to go get that cup of coffee. Yeah, grab yourself a cup of coffee. I love that.
We got a little bit to discuss.
Yeah. Is that 2 SM7Bs? Yeah, man. We invested big. Another 4K camera, SM7B, more lighting, a background. We went nuts, dude. Coach Kelly, what up, Max? What's going on, baby? I've got 4 level 25 Hunter, Rogue, Warrior, and Priest. What should I level first? Oh, man. That comes down to a preference thing.
Austrian Axel. All right. What's your... I don't know, man. What's your favorite class? And what have you mained, you know, in other versions of the game? I don't know if leveling Hunter first just because it's the fastest is the move. I actually think it's better if you're going to play other classes and not, you know, just main your Hunter forever. I think it's better to actually level one of the slower classes first because there's going to be so many people around to help level with, right? It's my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel. Like Rogue. I think Rogue's a good class to level first. Feral Druid or Red Pally. Oof, both look good, bro.
Man, Rogue looks really good next phase, though. Because you gotta think. You think of it like this. Rogue, right? Their tank spec is gonna get strong. They overall get stronger with the redirect rune. Mutilate is getting buffed. Hopefully, it's not 100%. But it looks like it's getting an energy cost reduction because it's just way too much. Subtlety is getting Shadow Step for PvP. Rogue is gonna be a problem.
Definitely.
If you think... Rogue is nothing right now. It has nothing in its toolkit. It doesn't have blind. It doesn't have kidney shot. I mean, it has between the eyes for a stun, but kidney shot, like, it's missing its whole toolkit. So Rogue is going to be amazing, man. What up, Izzy, dude? I love you, buddy. I hope everything's good. Main a longer game, but I love my brothers. Thank you so much, Max. Appreciate it. I'm stoked for it. Maining it phase 1 and we're naked. That's funny. Grab a cup of coffee. We got a lot of t-shirt on that. That's pretty funny. Is there any other points you wanted to bring up, Lance? Anything on your mind before we get into some other things?
I really want to know what people think about this free-for-all PvP event, because I'll tell you what, in the comments section, it seems to be completely split. A lot of people are saying, this is garbage, it's just going to be a gank fest, I don't want to do this, and then a lot of people are like, oh, I can't wait to just get in there and kill my friends, or kill my enemies, or sit there and hide like a guerrilla warfare and just...
So stoked, sounds a little crazy, love the free-for-all, it sticks to the lore pretty good, I'm juiced, I love free-for-all. Love it. It's going to be lag. Yeah, the lag's probably going to be a lot. I'm not going to lie. I'm loving the podcast-style content. Thank you, Izzy. I appreciate it.
But the thing is, because it's free-for-all, I don't know how many giant skirmishes there's going to be. It's going to be a lot of mini 1v1s throughout all of STV.
You think so? I think it's more going to be like mini 1v1s, and then out of nowhere, someone third parties and kills two people.
Maybe, and that's cool.
But
I don't think there's not going to be 40v40 coming in together.
Yeah, no, that's
clashing.
not going to thing. And I'm sure there's going to be ways that Blizzard's going to implement to sort of permit zergs from just dominating the entire zone. There's no way it would be like that. I just don't see it. Question: what is going to keep people from win trading / farming? That's also a question too. Like simply just like taking you and your buddies, going to a location, and just trading kills. I mean, maybe there'd be a reset timer. I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Listen. I'm gonna note that question, Adam, for our interview, if you don't mind.
Do we care about people win trading? I mean, I guess because it's just not right to do, especially when it's a grind for epic stuff. But
there's gonna be great items there as well as amounts. So I mean, it doesn't really affect me, but it's still nice to ask.
Streamers are going to get a lot of people dying for them. I'm going to be honest. I think it's the complete opposite, right? I think people are going to want to kill me.
No.
I don't see people wanting to die
I'm telling
for me.
Sky right now, do not go in there while his stream is on. It will be nothing but a gank fest.
Yeah, I'm just going to get camped. If I go in there without a group of 5 to 10 people, I'm going to get camped. I'm down to 1v1 anybody. I don't know. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough, but it's interesting, man. It's going to be cool. I think either way, it's going to be cool. It's something World of Warcraft's never seen, and I love that they keep on adding that to Season of Discovery. Once again, another feature World of Warcraft has never seen before coming inside Assad. By the way, we got a question earlier. I forgot what it was. Hold on.
I don't think it's that far
Talking about... What is your honest opinions about Paladins and PvE and PvP in Phase 2? I think they're going to get significantly better. All their mana issues are going away. Their damage is increasing. They got 2 amazing new really good rune slots for Rep Paladin. They're getting epic swords and two-handers. Paladins are going to be amazing. And by the way, Blizzard right now, it seems like Paladin is their freaking baby. Like,
No. Not right now.
They're catering to them.
Not right now. I mean, ever since Classic Vanilla ended, Paladin has been one of the love children of Blizzard.
How they work the graveyards? I'm sure there's going to be more locations. Like, I know they did it for Asheville.
During the event, I'm sure they're going to add more graveyards.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be more. I mean, for Asheville,
there's only the ones that we have now, and you get killed, and you have to run 30 minutes just for a chance to kill the guy back.
Terrible. That's terrible. That's
horrible.
Not good at all. I wouldn't even mind almost like a Battleground respawn thing, where think of it like this. You die, and you get teleported to a random graveyard in the zone, and it's 30 seconds, and you spawn... Well, no, that would permit camping from, like, zergs. Zergs would literally just sit there. Yeah. No, that wouldn't work.
No.
Yeah, no. But it is an interesting idea.
They're probably going to camp graveyards either way, though. Because they know there's going to be people spawning there.
Yeah. But you don't get anything.
But actually, no, you're not spawning at a graveyard, yeah.
Well, no, even if you get res sickness, though, you don't get any honor, and I'm sure you wouldn't get a token. Comeback Kids is one of my favorite channels at the moment. Yeah, thank you, buddy. I've gotten that one before. I'll take it, dude. Thoughts on people stacking up to 100 Waylaids? Good for them.
Kyle Miller?
I think, honestly, stacking up and prepping something like that it was allowed. It wasn't something that was, like, permitted by all means. So
if you complete 100 of them and have them stacked,
yeah, that's good for you. I mean, you know how much freaking work that is?
Yeah,
that shit's a lot of work.
And you have to have 100 bag slots.
But also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, a couple things that I found on the data mining was that Waylaid supplies is actually not going to be unique 1 anymore. It's actually going unique. I think it said up to 12, I believe, right, Lance?
Yeah,
up to 12, and you can hold 12 Waylaid supplies now. So it's not like I go out there, I farm 1, I go back to the city, I turn it in, or something like that. 18? Is it 18? I have the number here. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Yep.
It says 12 for me. But either way, 12, 18, it doesn't matter. That's still a shit ton. Go ahead, answer that question on Melee Hunter.
I'm a Melee Hunter, man. It feels weird looking at the talents, and it might be better to go more BM than Survive 2407. That could certainly be the move. It depends on how you're going to run it. But I will say there's some nice there's some nice survival. There's some nice survival talents in there. Certainly, like the extra agility. You got the crit chance. You got the what is it? The trap damage and stuff like that. I don't know. I think survival could be good, man.
What up, Elysium, dude? Thanks for tuning back in. Appreciate it. Yo, if you're a member in the chat, man, you guys are new members, reoccurring members, old ones, new ones. Let's get some huges in the chat, dude. We got the brand new Phase 2 of Season Discovery just a few days away. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget, if you want to become a member of the Comeback Kids, show support to the stream, or invest in some good money to give you guys some quality, really solid stuff, content here. You guys want to help support the channel, get some benefits, join the Discord, be in the guild, hop in, join a member, and or even gift a couple members, test it out, we'll see. Moving on, though, I did...
Yeah, sir. Hunter is my main, by the way, Snow.
Yeah, Snow, yeah. Lance is a Hunter main. He's been
Melee
a
Hunter, specifically.
A Hunter and Priest main for a long time. Oh, Jacob with a big 5 bones. He says, how are we feeling about the state of Enhancement Shamans heading into Phase 2? Okay, well, Jacob, I'll tell you what. Number 1, Enhancement Shaman, the whole Wind Fury having a cooldown. Wait, hold on. Why are we getting ads? Hold on. This is supposed to be an ad-free stream. Hold on a second. No. We're not doing that. Sorry, guys. If you just got an ad, I'm sorry. I don't do ads on my streams. That ain't a thing for me. It never will be a thing. Enhancement Shamans heading into Phase 2, they're looking strong. It is confirmed that there is no such thing as an internal cooldown. For Wind Fury, that's not going to be a thing. Wind Fury is going to be fine. I think the two-handed style is going to be fine for PvP, but I think the best thing for PvE is still going to be dual wield. Overall, they're going to be great. You're going to have your caster big burst meta with PvP, two-handed lava burst, and then you're going to have your dual wield lava lash, maelstrom weapon, consistent DPS build rather than RNG. I think Enhancement's going to be awesome. Ellie's going to be awesome too. There's so many specs coming into Phase 2, right, that just look so good. I can't really pinpoint someone who looks like kind of weak or shafted off of their runes.
Anyone who is coming out making like tier lists or anything like that for Phase 2 right now?
No, it doesn't stack with Wild Strikes, so.
No, if you're making a tier list for Phase 2 right now, you're just wasting your time.
And you're also misleading people.
Yeah. There's no telling. Cool. I could sit here and say X spec is going to be the best spec in the game.
And also, it's impossible to judge because none of this is even official.
Yeah.
I mean, we were even considering doing a tier list if everything was official, but nothing's even official. We were going to do an early predictions tier list on every spec on where we think they would rank, but we can't even do that because nothing is 100% data mined, true, official, confirmed by the devs. So.
Yeah, I mean, when they came out and said take everything that you're seeing data mined
with a huge grain of salt.
Specifically, they used the word huge grain of salt.
Yeah.
You can't sit here and no, you can't make any tier lists right now.
Feral Mage are the best, hands down. I will say, though, if there's a couple classes that I think will stand out, it is Feral. Mage is one of them as well. I will say. I will say. Lance looks like a Paladin and Sky like a Mage. Wrong class selection, guys. I love that. I love that, dude. I disagree about Warlocks. People are sleeping on Felguard. Yeah, but you don't get Felguard in this phase. That's a Bracers or slot or something. You don't even get
on one of the slots that we're probably not getting.
Yeah, you're not getting that until Phase 3. Which, by the way, Felguard is going to be awesome with all the new runes and stuff being implemented. That is interesting. Shadow Priest, yeah.
Listen, if what they're saying about Shadow Priest is true, they're going to rise. Specifically for me, as much as I don't like the spell, Mind Spike, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. That Twisted Faith, Mind Spike, huge Mind Blast crits will be good. I don't think you're going to get the dots critting this phase. I think that's on one of those slots that's not going to come this phase.
Rhodes PC says, guys, let me say, I've been loving the coverage you guys offer and how you're always truly excited about the updates and Season of Discovery. The only channel I check on to keep up with what's coming. Peace. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate the love and support, man. 270 people. Listen, I need you guys right now. Let me get some ones in the chat if we are hyped for Phase 1, dude. Come on, baby. Let's get some ones in the chat. I want to see the stream break with all the ones, dude. We got to get excited here. Way too many people in here not to get hyped. Take me off the second tab for a second. Let's get some ones in the chat. Everyone's excited for phase 2. Let's get it, man. Really excited stuff. Okay. I also wanted to dive in to potentially some of the interview questions. So if you guys are unaware, we are doing an interview with Agrind and Nora tomorrow around this time. I don't think we're going to be able to live stream it. I don't think they want that, which is fine. It's completely understandable. Because, you know, that's a lot to put on people, a live stream. Maybe we'll do that for phase 3. We'll actually go there and have a really cool event going on. Phase 2 when? February 8th. So we do have an interview with them lined up. I just want to pull up maybe some of the questions
Well, actually, maybe not show these questions yet. Maybe let's ask them before we taint their ideas and their opinions.
Okay, then let me go back then.
Guys, before we do that, I want to ask, because I don't want you to see our questions and then it kind of affect your thought process. What do you guys think we should ask? Maybe give us some of your questions you think we should ask. Maybe we can add them later.
How long is the interview with them slotted? 30 minutes, but in my honest opinion, I expect it to go a tiny bit longer.
No, they gave it a pretty hard deadline on that, man. They made
I don't know. Agrind's my best friend, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna get a Sky and Agrind shirt. I'm gonna get I love Agrind. Sky loves me. And it's me and Agrind on a shirt.
Twin Yukas. We actually have that question on the Scarlet Monastery. We have that question in there.
Look at that.
Yo, Lance, it was fun owning the clickbait trolls in the comments. Listen. I don't know.
What's the plan long term for our SOD characters? Dude, you were saying to get that out there as well.
Yeah, well, I said to ask that question, but you specifically said you don't want to ask that question.
Okay, you guys got to think, how would they answer that? How would they answer?
Click the question so they can
Ready?
see
It's this one right here.
No, not that one.
What's the plan long term for our season of Discovery characters? I've gotten attached and would have a horrible time going back to Era. I agree, though, and I do want an answer, but I feel like that's impossible. That's such a loaded gun question to answer. What are they going to say? Hey, we might do stuff later on.
The thought process is it's not necessarily...
They don't even have a clue.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily for us to get the answer.
That's what I'm saying, Josh.
Right? But the point of that question is not to get the answer for that. It's to at least see what their thought process on it right now. And you know what? Maybe we ask that question again if we get another interview in the future. Yeah. Hey, now what's your thought process on that? Can you let us in on that?
Since Lance is ignoring my questions about paladins, I officially declare Sky. I love that.
He's my favorite one too, don't worry.
Since they're capping the Asheville war buff to level 39, would they change the daily quest to give more gold and rep?
It's a good question.
I think it's too early to ask that question, I agree. More so to know if there's a future for them. Yeah, that's what Lance was saying. I'm curious how they're going to handle MC BWL. Yeah, we do have that down there.
Yeah, that's one of the questions, right?
Yeah, that is. It's based off, since we're going to be so strong heading into the later raids, you're already making changes to some of the stuff already in the game now. Are we looking to see changes to the bosses or tier sets? And by the way, a little bit of a quick little teaser here. Really quick, sorry. Where's my display capture? Bada bing. Hey, it's not capturing my display.
Dan, I don't think we're going to get new mechanics. They made it pretty clear before SOD launched that they don't plan on working too much on the old raids because they want to work on new stuff. Huh. But they might change gear nonetheless. Maybe up health of the bosses so we don't kill them in 15 seconds.
Okay, so check this out. I saw something very interesting the other day on how they could be making changes to tier set gear. I don't know if you guys can see that. You might have to squint your eyes a little bit. I'm sorry. But this is the judgment piece inside of Molten Core, and this was actually data mined. And check this out. It's now giving strength, stam, and int, and it's giving defense. It's giving damage and healing, and increase the block value of your shield. And not only that, it's also giving bonus tier set bonuses based on some other stuff as well. So, you know, it's very interesting. There could be tokens that they're going to give out that obviously you purchase depending on what spec you want to play, which which would be an amazing idea. Now, 100%, once again, this isn't 100% confirmed. I'm not saying that. I'm saying this was data mined. It's not official. I'm just saying it was data mined. So
Yes, they
take
did.
it with a grain of salt, but it seems like this would not be on there unless they were thinking about it or at least testing it out.
Oh, his question, yeah, that one. They actually did at BlizzCon.
Restate the question.
Didn't they show tier pieces changed to give hybrid classes different set bonuses during BlizzCon? Yeah, they definitely did that. I think they, and I don't remember which one it was. Forgive me, but I think it was like they showed Boomkin stuff. So yeah, definitely. I think they're gonna change loot, and I don't think that's a question. I'm 99% sure they're changing the loot. But they've also made it very clear that they're not gonna go and add a bunch of mechanics to old raids, right? Which for me, that's fine. I really don't want to be forced to have to grind out these raids a million times.
I agree.
I'm hoping we get new stuff.
I agree. I mean, that'd be awesome, though, to see some, gear dedicated to some of these other, I guess, back then, what would be meme specs. Yeah. Elemental Shaman, Balanced Druid, Shadow Priest, like tier sets from Classic dedicated to that. Because I remember me and you, when we first played Classic in 2019.
Don't say it. Don't tell them what classes we played.
All right, here, you guys got to listen to this one. When me and Lance first played Classic in 2019, I played a Ret Paladin, and he played a Shadow Priest, okay? But we didn't know how much of a meme these classes actually were. And when we got into the end game...
I knew.
Well, okay, we knew they were memes, but, like, not to the extent... Like, we thought, like, okay, we're really solid players, but I'm sure we can make it work. But not only were the classes super average in terms of everything... Yeah, big yikes. If you guys are a member in the chat, let's get some yikes in the chat for 2019.
But hold on. But I knew what I was doing with that.
Yeah, but let me get to my point. My point was that back then, there were also no tier sets dedicated to these little specs that were memes. There wasn't tier sets for Shadow Priest, Paladins, Balanced Druids, Feral Druids even. It was all to the mainstream stuff. And it really affected my mental playing Classic WoW, because I was like, man, I can't even farm out tier sets. I love tier sets. I thought that was so cool. Like, I love farming out tier sets. I love farming out all these really cool items. So, you were pigeonholed it into healing? Oh, I'm going to be honest. I actually didn't. I didn't heal at all. I just stayed Ret. I got Hand of Ragnaros. I dealt about 300 DPS the entire expansion. And that was it, dude. It was a shame. It was a true shame. But, hey, man, you live and learn.
Hey, I stayed Shadow the whole time.
Yeah.
I just stayed shitting on people in PvP, man. That's it.
Lance stopped PvEing after about phase 1. He was like, no, I'm just going to do PvP from now on. But you look cool. I did look pretty cool.
Hey, you did have Hand of Rag, which, by the way...
and I grinded it out myself.
Elysium Gaming keeps asking about the drop rate on that.
Oh, where? Where's Elysium? I'm sorry, Elysium.
Right there.
Ask if they can increase the drop rate of Sulfurious quest items, since it's the best paladin weapon no matter what. Lance says... since he is a hater.
Listen, I actually am agreeant with you. Hand of Rag is a paladin and
it's a paladin or shaman weapon for sure. I mean, because the on hit effect actually scales with spell power as well.
Well, you also you don't want to like a warrior doesn't need that. They have way better options. Need that. They have and they're dual wielding. Anyway.
What is it? What's the final sword in MC?
Ashgandi for BWL.
No, in MC it's Bone Reavers. Yeah, Bone Reavers. That's just better for warrior anyway. So
Lance should get Thunder Fury first.
Yeah, give it to Lance on his melee hunter.
Oh shit! It is a hunter weapon now.
It is now because it's. What do you mean? It's a hunter weapon. Yeah.
Yo, dual wield spec Thunder Fury hunter. Let's go.
That's so funny. You should have played Enhanced back in OG Classic. Yeah, I wanted to play Paladin though. I wasn't into Shaman back then. Anyways, yeah, man. So hopefully, going back to my point, hopefully they continue to keep on doing this, and they bring some of these meme class, some tier sets, and maybe even add to the loot table potentially, or at least clean it up and make sure it's good strength. I want to get your guys' opinions on something in the chat. It's really important. Molten Core was really easy even in Classic, right? Do you guys want them to tune up Molten Core, maybe add some mechanics, make it a little bit harder? Or do you guys just want to go in there and beat the shit out of everything? Because there are some people in the chat that said they just want to go in there and slaughter. But there are other people as well who said, I want it to be a little bit difficult. I want more mechanics to be added, maybe even more boss fights.
What I would like is some of half the time until living bomb explodes. That's exactly what I was going to say. Make the mechanics they have in there more, like make the penalty bigger.
I got you, Sinpro.
For messing it up.
Snipro, sorry.
I don't think you necessarily have to make a bunch of new mechanics, but for instance, make the living bomb thing explode faster. Make all of the mechanics more punishing if you mess them up.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's cool. And then up the health. Up the health, or, and I know they said they don't want to do it, they want to keep it 40-man. Limit it to 25-man or 10-man, and keep the health the same, because we're going to be doing, by the time we hit 60, we're going to be doing outrageous amounts of damage.
Yeah, I agree.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Not too hard, though. Classic always loses players when raids aren't giga easy. I do agree. I mean, one of the reasons why I think people stayed in Season of Discovery for so long is that BFD was really easy. And, well, I wouldn't say really easy. I would just say it's more attuned to the casual player base. And there's nothing wrong with that, because a lot of people are casual, and that's completely fine. Making and designing something, I think this is what retail went wrong, and I don't want to dive too deep into this, but I think what made retail go in a wrong direction is they started attuning things to the 1% rather than the majority, and it really just started affecting the player base very heavily, and no one really wanted to play anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also, I want to say this. Can we stop, like, when we talk about the casual player doesn't just automatically suck at the game. Like, that's different.
I guess I meant,
there could be a casual player that's good. You're talking about just people who suck at the game, which, it's fine. Yeah. Just because you're casual, can we all agree? Just because you're a casual doesn't mean you suck. Like
I'm true. You're a casual.
I'm pretty casual. I don't
you're
suck
a casual player
at the game.
Casuals equals time, not skill. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
Casual doesn't mean you're bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, just because you don't. And by the way, 90% of the player base is casual. That's not bad. It just means you have a job, you have work, you have things. You got a wife, you got a kids. Okay, now. There's also people who play all day, every day, who blow at the game.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Now, 20, 30 players are straight up bad. Yeah, I think that's about right. Like 20 to 30% of the players are just shit at the game. And that's fine too, man. And listen, it doesn't matter where you're at. But I also believe that not everything needs to be completed by every player as well. Like, it shouldn't, not everything should be a snooze fest. Yeah. Or not everything should be, okay, just because we showed up, we get to just roll over this.
I agree.
And after about week 2 of BFD, that's what it felt like. Like, literally, by week 2, we were doing sub 30-minute clears.
Yeah, but it was fun, though. I honestly, let me get some ones in the chat. If you guys actually genuinely enjoyed the Black Fathom Deeps raid, I genuinely did. I loved running it. I really did. I love the boss fights. I thought the mechanics were perfect enough to where, okay, it's not where I have to exert so much brain power the 10th time I'm doing this. I just know it by heart, and I'm good to go. It was fun.
For me, BFD is going into, and this is going to, maybe upset people, it's in my top 5 raids of all time that I've liked to run.
That's a ballsy thing to say, buddy.
It's in my top 5. It's up there with, like, Karazhan.
I like Karazhan. Yeah, I like Karazhan because it was casual, it was chill, it wasn't too long, it was cool boss fights, great design.
Well, Karazhan's harder than BFD is. Karazhan's harder.
Are you joking? Of course it is.
You could go into Karazhan still, even with the difficulty, and once you know the fights and you know the little intricacies of the mechanics, you can go in there, chill out with your friends, put music on the Discord, have a beer, and hang out.
Yeah, Julian, and this goes into another topic we've talked about before. When you say BFD is boring, it's too easy, they should do more difficulties for different players.
More difficulties.
I don't think they should add more difficulties, like plural. I think there should be a mode to where it's much harder, but it's just for cosmetics and something along those lines only, whether it be titles, tabard, mounts, pets, spell effects, new animations, maybe something like when you charge as a warrior, remember in as a glyph, it leaves like a burning trail behind you. I think stuff like that is really cool. Dune, if they do stuff like that where you could get a 2-raid lockout, it becomes exhausting and toxic, where you have to feel forced to do a raid to not miss the opportunity to get gear, then it becomes a job and it becomes exhausting.
No, well, hold on, because the real reason, it's not even about the exhausting thing, because they could just make it so you can only run one of the difficulties per week.
Yeah, but then you miss out. No, you can't do that because what you're gonna pick cosmetics,
either normal or heroic.
Yeah, but then you're gonna pick cosmetics over
or whatever. In any case, the problem with adding,
I agree, Mercy.
And most of this guy's saying he wants to add new difficulty levels to the raid and probably different levels of the loot. What that does, and what sucks for me about in Wrath when they started adding normal and heroic, is it's like, okay, now you're watering down this loot. It's like, this item is not this item. I don't know. Now I have to see you and you have a different version of the item with different stats. It sucks. I agree. It makes items lose their value and their importance. Like,
it's just tiring.
My favorite part about Classic is if you see someone with, let's say, in the final phase of Classic, a corrupted Ashbringer, oh shit,
yeah, you're
this
like,
dude farmed max.
Holy shit.
He's sick.
This
or
guy's
if you
clearing
see tier
max.
3, this dude's a badass.
I've always loved that.
That changes. In even TBC, it starts like, not TBC so much, Wrath. It starts watering it down. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I didn't like that whole concept either. I like maybe one tier, and that's it. But it doesn't need to be. That doesn't need to be a thing in Classic. Classic is not meant to be this uber difficult thing. Classic's best aspects are the grind, the RPG, the MMO
world.
Yeah, you wanna sum it up, the world and the journey and the experience. That's it. You know what I mean? Best part of Classic is all raids were viable because of one difficulty. People went back for MC just for weapons. That is true. Because even the rewards, like Bone Reaver's Edge, was still good and viable and able to be used later on in phases if you can't get Ashgandi or some of the other weapons.
From MC that are
some of the activatable trinkets. What about the ZG trinket? That was BIS for, I think, until Nax.
Well, ZG's great. Yeah, the ZG trinket's good.
Like, they put some great gear in there. I think they did an excellent job. One quick little second, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to state really, really quickly, as you can see on the top of the screen, we're at a total of 68 members. If you guys are interested in supporting the Comeback Kids, we do have a membership goal of 100. To get right before phase 2. If we can get that down, we officially meet our goal. We have been investing a lot of money to the streams, double cameras, 2 audio mics, the setup, the streams, multiple monitors, the whole thing, guys. So I'm not asking for a handout. You join as a member, you get benefits as well. Everyone wins. And as well, by the way, one other thing is that we are Rested XP affiliates, right?
Yes,
so if you guys are looking for leveling guides as well as easy ways to find your runes directly embedded into the game, you buy that, we also get a cut. Everyone wins as well. I'm not asking for no handouts. I'm asking for you guys to get benefits. I get benefits. Everyone wins. It's a win-win scenario. Moving back here, I saw something that was really funny earlier. Blackfather keeps carefully rotating items I want with another alt when I'm raiding with any other 5. I love that.
Elysium. So
I love that.
I actually disagree. Vanilla was not meant to
Hex.
be hard. Vanilla was, and classic WoW, like Vanilla WoW, was meant to actually be the casual MMO, where things like at the time,
what up, Casey?
Things at the time, EverQuest. They were like, you died, you lost XP, you lost your items, you had to go grab your freaking corpse, and people would have to literally drag your corpse away so you could grab your items. Vanilla was made to be easy, forgiving. It was, actually, they used to call it like the Care Bear MMO, but that's the reason why it was so loved. However, I think now it has gotten to the point where it's so easy to where they could up the difficulty a little bit. Like, people who play it aren't shit at the game anymore.
I agree.
Ultima, Dark Age of Camelot. Yeah. No, you didn't play it. Oh, you didn't play WoW because it was a casual MMO. Exactly. So people didn't play it because of that.
Yeah. Jay, what's going on, baby?
I'm okay. Listen, they could make it a little bit harder. TBC level difficulty would be fine.
They're already starting to do that even with Season of Discovery. They're adding more things for us to deal more damage and add the mechanics, gameplay styles. They already announced and stated very clearly that they're already making changes to mobs' health, the way they attack, their attack patterns, and how aggressive they are. They already are doing those things. So whether people understand or know it or not, it's already just already happened without their knowing, if they don't even know yet. That's already been a thing. And now adding on top of it, you're adding, bro, BFD with all those mechanics, those had more mechanics than MC.
Definitely.
Like Kelris fight. Like, are you kidding me? There's like 3 or 4 mechanics, which in classic and regular vanilla, there's like 1 or 2 max on a boss. So you want to talk about, you know, coming with the times and the modern day age of raiding and boss mechanics and fights and encounters and leveling and rotations and all that stuff. What do you think Season of Discovery is? That's what's going on here. So, I really like the direction they're going. I think they should increase it a little bit. I don't mind.
Sure.
They don't need to. I don't like no one-shot mechanics. I like mechanics that require skill, timing, you know, group coordination and stuff like that as well. What?
That one out. Yeah. No, down. There isn't some Raid Finder easy mode in Classic, though. You're right. Classic raids are easier than Raid Finder raids, man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
By the way, you still
Let's
wipe
relax
on
there,
Raid
Chief.
Finder. And by the way, the thing about Classic raids, CBK's Biz News, thanks, Boople, buddy. Appreciate it. Thing about Classic raids is, man, you can get away with not even dealing damage because you have 35 other people.
Oh, definitely.
Dude, there were some times where I was so, like, out of it raiding, and I'm dealing 150, 200 DPS on my Rep Pally, and it doesn't mean a thing. Like, it doesn't matter. BWL did have some pretty nice mechanics. That's where they really leveled up the difficulty, I will say.
MC was made in a week.
Yeah.
So, yeah, BWL's a great raid.
Yeah.
BWL's a great raid. I think that the middle ground needs to be somewhere, and I think where the raids for Season of Discovery should be.
Pinnacle of classic mechanics. Some boss fights were really cool.
Some of the next fights are good, but I think where they need to get is an in-between of where BFD is and BWL.
Yeah.
Like somewhere around that, or just like BWL style difficulty, I think is good. The problem is the way our classes are going to play, it's totally fine to add some more mechanics. Like it's fine to let it be a little bit more difficult, man. It's not going to kill anyone.
BFD was a great experience. It went from wiping a lot, but still clearing, to just wiping on Kelris to nice smooth runs now. Yeah, I agree. It had a really healthy balance. And by the way, you could wipe on every boss, other than, like, Baron. Like, you couldn't wipe on him. That's a layup boss right there. That's an easy, like, okay, let's get you some loot boss. You can definitely wipe on the turtle boss. You can wipe on a Lady Vosh, or what's her name? Seravis.
You can wipe on Seravis.
You can wipe on all the bosses.
Until you know, but once you know the mechanics of all
Kelris,
these bosses.
the Murloc, the other Twilight Lord guy, you can wipe on all those bosses in there. So it was really well designed, and I thought they did well. So as long as they keep going that route and maybe amp it up a little bit more, because we're getting a lot stronger with each level, they're gonna have to amp it up a little bit more. If they do that, I think we'll be on a really, really, really good spot.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Lorgish Jet, yeah, that's the name. Wipe on the lightning totem.
Listen,
boss.
I'll tell you what. We'll know we'll have a more clear picture once we see what Nomer looks like. Like, how difficult is it?
Yeah.
And it goes back to one of our questions we have for them. And I know they said they don't want these raids to be hard. I know. But is it going to be pre-nerf BFD or post-nerf BFD? And I'm talking specifically Kelris, right? I'm hoping it's pre-nerf.
Yeah, I really hope they keep this pre-nerf thing. Like, I felt like they nerfed it so fast. Like, we had what? 2 lockouts total on that boss. I don't even think we had 2. I think we had 1 where we stayed up for maybe 5-6 hours on that boss. And then by the time we went to go on our second lockout, it was already nerfed.
It was nerfed.
That shit sucked.
Yeah.
Like leave it. Like, if they can't complete it, okay, leave it there for another week. Give me another lockout to give it a shot, man. Like, I want some loot. Let me get some pots. I'll come back. I'll give it another go.
I wanted to go right back the next day.
Yeah, I wanted to go right. I wanted to keep going that night,
yeah,
actually.
I didn't want to stop.
I don't know. That's my opinion. By the way, 369 people in here, Lance. Look at that.
That's
incredible.
Amazing. That's
incredible.
Amazing.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. The Comeback Kids City Cast. Insane. Gonna go trying to be the #1 season Discovery talk show, I guess, podcast thingy out there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I will say this, though. Classic players do not like having to progress on bosses.
Huge. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, Boop.
Bro, Classic players, they get to like 10 pulls in. Classic players get 10 pulls in on a boss, and it's like their heads, they go, oh, I got a headache, I can't do this. Bro, I remember being in retail and getting 40, 50, 60, 70 pulls. It's like,
bro, what do you mean? Remember when we were doing in Shadowlands heroic Sludge Fist? How many pulls we did in one sitting? It was in the 50s. And what about Stone Legion Generals? Oh my god, it gives me goosebumps talking about it because, like, there's nothing I love more than get my ass whooped and then out of nowhere coming back and winning.
174 pulls on Mythic Jaina, yeah.
Oh man, that's epic, Jan Sports. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's progression, and that's World of Warcraft. There's so many people out there, I hate to say it if you're one of these people, they're babies, man. They pull and they wipe on 3, 4, 5 times, and they're like, I want to go to bed, but like, bro, this is an MMORPG. Like, we got to get to work. We got to get to grinding. You know what I mean? I love that. Pre-nerf Lady Vosh. Wow, that's awesome.
Pre-nerf Vosh and Kel'Thas. Listen.
Vosh? Vosh is hard as shit in BC.
People...
Pre-nerf? I remember people complaining and hoping that it was going to be nerfed, post-nerf, when TBC Classic came out. Remember? That was a big discussion. Man. Ooh. One shot Vosh pre-nerf? No shot. One shot? No way. We killed KT one day before the nerf. Dang, that's awesome. That's epic, dude.
It always feels good to get it like before the nerf.
Stone Legion Generals was great until you had that one guy that didn't know he had the quake and dropped it in the middle of the raid. Yeah. Or the little blades that would be thrown out, and anyone caught in the path would get like major bleed. Yeah, that sucks.
I remember on that fight, that was the one time when we were progressing that I ever played Demon Hunter, and just kind of made playing Demon Hunter is a different experience than most classes.
Straightforward.
Yeah, dealing with mechanics is a joke. You just fly around.
You just fly around, yeah. Turn on Arena Championship and give us a commentary. Man, man, if I was playing retail not too long ago, I
listen. If we did that, you see that 358 people in this chat, it would go down to 20 real quick.
That was fun though. We'll do some retail stuff later this year though. We'll do some retail stuff. I mean, you have to. I mean, War Within's coming out. It's a must. That'll be fun though. Give me Gladiator Warrior all day. Oh, Gladiator Stance Warrior. That's fun. Anyways, I wanted to dive in a little bit. Does anyone have any additional questions before we dive into some of our questions that we have confirmed is going to be asked tomorrow? Anyone on some big name questions before we dive in? I don't want to cheat and give you guys ideas that we have already. I was just thinking maybe you guys could come up with some.
Oh, what version of AV is a good question.
What version of Alterac Valley? Hoping for vanilla. Oh, like where the, you summon the giant or something like that and you push him down the lane? Is that what he means? I think that's what he means.
Writing that down to put in our questions, my friend.
Dual spec? Yeah, dual spec's a big one. We already have that one down. Everyone got their cup of coffee? Yes, sir, Noah.
Hey, I do.
What do you guys think the penalty will be for being in a raid in STV? Yeah, we have that one down too. Yep. Will bleeds and poisons work? We have that one down too.
Down.
Dual spec, have that one down. Yeah. Ask Agron to make a quality of life book for Hunter to convert strength to agility. Sebastian, bro. Dual spec and cost. Yep, got that one down. Remove all cheating from Battlegrounds.
Nice. That's a great, that's a very specific question to ask.
Actually, that's pretty good. Actually, remove, what would be great, guys? Remove cheating in general. Oh, shit, that's huge.
We should ask Lance, why don't you guys just remove all the bots?
Yeah.
Why are there bots? Can you guys
that's so stupid.
Come
Blizzard, you're so dumb.
Idiots, man.
Oh, fuck. Blizzard. Oh, my God.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, Elysium with the 2 big ones. He said, Lance must admit that he's secretly a paladin.
The thing is, so it's funny, at least, so the thing me and Sky have always done is we've never really played the same classes in WoW.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We kind of split them in half, 50-50, since we started playing. And we used to actually get into fist fights back in the day, man. Because I remember, I think it was Hunter. He wanted to make a Hunter. I was like, you're not making a Hunter. That's my fucking class. Yeah. Like, stay away from it. And he was like, no, I'm making a Hunter. I promise you I'm making a Hunter. And we ended up getting into a for real fist fight. We must have been maybe 10, 11 years old, and we were going at it.
Oh.
Our mom had to freaking pull us apart.
Look at this one. Will there be anything put into place to combat data mining for future phases? Nah, I think they welcome data mining in a way. Like, they don't mind it. They put it up on the PvE.
What do you mean? Yeah, there's a reason. They're putting on PTR. Yeah, it builds hype.
Give mages a trinket to decrypt their scrolls. Ooh, God.
Yikes.
Your mages are going to have to spend some money. Itemization philosophy. A lot of the level up raids are much better. Yeah, we have that.
Yeah, that's one of the questions.
What are they planning? Thanks so much, Elysium, for the big 2, buddy. Appreciate the love and support. What are they planning to do with it? Looking for group board or something? Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. They don't want anything like that. They stated that months ago. Remove the world buff from BGs? What? I don't know.
So you can't use world buff in BGs, you mean?
I think that's what he means. Remove the 20% damage reduction from BGs. Here's the thing, Jacob. If they don't have a 20% flat damage decrease,
we're gonna get one.
You're gonna get one. You deal a lot more damage than your health and what your level says. For example, level 60 at the end of phase 1 for Molten Core, warriors are dealing like 300, 400, 500 DPS. My shaman is dealing close to 200 DPS, and I'm not even a good DPS class. No. There's no way. You have to have that damage reduction. It is. You're gonna get your ass whooped.
Actually, put Dan Brown's question up there.
How are you gonna tell the difference between actual needed trading in raids versus GDKPs to prevent innocent bans? Well, I know they have a system in place and a log to register if you're getting traded gold or items.
What if you want to roll and someone offers you gold for an item like it happened to you in this phase, and you sell the item because they offered you X amount of gold for an item in a raid?
I guess. For what he's saying, by the way, for context, I won a pearl, and I didn't really need the item. Like, I didn't really care for it because I already had 2 trinkets already. And it wasn't my alt character. And my buddy Casey, he was like, yo, I really want it on my ult. I have some extra gold. Let me just buy it from you. 15G. I won the roll. I was like, okay, 15G, whatever. Okay. You're allowed to sell BFD runs, but not allowed to host GDKPs. Is that true?
Oh, what do you mean? Like boost runs?
Yeah.
They didn't say anything about boost runs.
I feel like that should be fine, yeah. Ask about STV event win trading. Yeah, we got that one down now. That's a big one, dude. You're providing services just like dungeon boosts. Selling a BFD run for 200 or 300 gold.
But you know what it's going to become is it's going to be people saying selling an armor or a medium leather spot in this raid group, selling a cloth armor spot, selling a mail armor spot, and there's going to be X amount of gold you have to pay to get in.
It's the same concept though. It's the same concept because GDKPs, most of them are getting boosted anyway.
Well, I want them to not allow any of it.
Me too.
But what is it going to be? Is that allowed? And maybe that's something that we need to ask. What's their philosophy behind that?
I would say write that down. Are there any workarounds around GDKP that you want to get clarified so people don't end up getting banned? For example, boosting people through a raid. For example, boosting people and then also getting gear. Because that is important. It's not against TOS. Technically.
But it's against the new TOS now, right?
What if you reverse it? Like, hey, I'll give you 10G not to roll. That's funny. It could be possible, though. It could be possible, man. Any form of gold trading for raid loot. Yeah, I think that's what's... I don't know, in my opinion, that would be what I would say. My question really is, where's the line for the devs on quality of life and keeping the classic ethos? Listen, I'm going to let you know one thing, Casey, very clearly. This is not classic WoW. This is so changed from classic and altered and morphed. I don't, like, I know they obviously have a line because they stated it. Agron said we still want to give that classic feel. But when it comes to quality of life, they're going to keep adding. They're going to keep adding shit to give more quality in life, I think, over and over and over. They keep on doing it to this day.
Someone in the comments section, they were so serious. They said, I'm getting sick of this shit. If Blizzard adds the barbershop, I'm quitting SOD.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me get ones in the chat if you think barbershop is too much, and let me get twos in the chat if you think barbershop.
This man's line in the sand was the fucking barbershop.
Is your line in the stand barbershop? Everyone wants barbershop. Ones for yes for barbershop. 2s for no's.
Yo.
1 for Barbershop, 2 for no
Hey,
Barbershop.
Who's quitting Season of Discovery if they get a Barbershop?
Barbershop, guys? It's a fucking barbershop. It's a hairstyle. What's the problem? Nah, bro. My line in the sand. 10G for me to vote 1.
Oh shit, that's crazy, bro.
No transmog.
No transmog. No transmog. Definitely
no
not.
transmog. No transmog. No way.
What do you mean? What the barbershop represents? It's getting a haircut, man.
Yeah, it's just a haircut.
We don't need a retail barbershop. We just need.
Let me get my fade before the raids. Make a new character if you want a new haircut. That's so funny, dude. I love that.
Yeah, no, we don't need a retail barbershop where you could change your
skin and your
eyes. Just hair, and facial hair.
Hair color and hair and facial hair. Yeah, it's nothing. I don't know. Whatever. That's that. I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on that. We got 2 minutes left, and we're moving on to the next segment of showing you guys the questions that we have, discussing with you, break it down, our opinions on it, and what you guys think about it. Anyone else? Any other questions that we would want to ask the developers that might be good? Why are level up raids 10-man if 60-man raids are staying as 40?
Because it's harder to get. Yeah, you don't want to have to force guilds to get 40 people. Can't
reveal the stream. Change Druid Feral hair color. That'd be cool. Can they bring Tom?
We have
Keck
instant mail coming.
Dev team. Who's Tom Keck? I don't even know. Instant mail when? Yeah, that's one of our questions. Asking about dual spec. Yes. Yeah. Do you expect ZF carrot on a stick runs to be a common end of phase 2? Yeah. Alright. I would say it's a cool activity to run. Mount speed is great. Even 3%, 5% adds up. Season of Barber. Any new legendary item quest lines?
I hope so.
You want to ask something like that?
I would like to ask. Maybe we could put that in like if we have enough time. Yeah. Sure.
Ask if they will increase the Epic's drop rate from BFD after Phase 2. Huh. Interesting. We'll be able to own multiple items for the STV Epic gear. Yes, I already know. You're going to be able to own multiple, but you can't equip multiple. Well, Phase 2 coming soon. Many of us are excited to potentially change our class roles as giving the players the ability to swap their BFD Pearl trinkets. No. They already said no on that. They confirmed it officially that they wanted that to be a decision that you made, and they are not going to change that, Casey. I saw it the other day on Twitter. He confirmed it.
Casey, you want them to keep a classic ethos, but you want them to be able to change the Pearl?
Ooh. Is it too late to start SOD? Not even close, buddy. They're actually implementing a 50% XP boost for next phase, 1 to 25. So no, it's not too late at all. Not even close. If you're paying gold and receiving gear in return, it's not allowed. I believe that falls under boosting through raids. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to ask about those little micro, what would you call that? Like micro little workarounds that people would try to do to cheese it.
Like trading, they said Black Lotus, they're going to
mail delivered instantly. Yeah, we're asking about that. Nuances, yeah. Sorry, Donovan. Smart, man. I'm not that intelligent, dude. I try my best. Will there possibly be more than one STV fishing winner per week? Oh, God, yeah. That shit's gonna be jam-packed.
Especially because we're all gonna be in STV
60 level 25 boost. Hell yeah. It's not against TOS. Go read it yourself. That's why we're gonna ask them. We're gonna ask them because
they're clearly changing the TOS because they're not allowing BFD or GDKP runs now, right? So
we have to ask. That's what I want clearly because it's even for us, like, so fucking convoluted and no one even knows an official answer yet either. You know, like, I don't. We need vellums? Yeah, I would love
Casey, that's a solid question, but I don't think they're going to try to stop people on that.
Let's add that to the...
I don't think they're going to stop people from getting high-level runes. If you could get a summon there, you can get a summon there. I don't see them changing that. And they shouldn't. That's...
Sleeping bag? Yeah, we're going to get more information on that soon. That is officially a season.
I'd like to ask about the sleeping bag. It's so cool.
Yeah, but do I really need to ask a question that I know I'm going to get the answer to in a few days?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? STV fishing must occur under a red sky.
I like that question, Casey, mostly because it lets me see... It gives me an insight on their philosophy on it. I think that's like a philosophy question. But it could be, or they could just say, no, we're not going to do it. I don't know. It kind of depends. It could go either way. Maybe they do get into it and be like, no, we don't do this because X, Y, Z. And they let us know their thought process, which is the best. That's the most important thing we could get, is understanding thought process.
Summoning stones. Yeah, but they already stated clearly that they want warlocks to be summoners, and that's it. They don't want there to be...
You know, I've actually changed my opinion on summoning stones. I was so for them.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I was 100%, we need summoning stones.
But keep it a warlock thing.
Yeah, now I'm against it.
It's a cool thing.
I'm against summoning stones.
It's a cool thing to have, yeah. What slots for runes for Phase 2? It's going to be, what, belt and feet? What is it? Belt and legs? Belt and feet?
No, I think it's feet.
I think it's belts and feet. Special shout out to my buddy Jack Alford. It's his 30th birthday today. Yo, happy birthday, Jack.
Jack, happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, buddy. Come on, man. 30th birthday, that's huge, man. Ask if they can forbid warriors to use dagger so they don't look like pussies anymore. I love that.
I don't know where I feel about that one. I don't like warriors wielding a dagger, but
Jack
I
Alford.
love... Listen, I really love how warriors always find some fucking way
Especially
to be
Ali
top
Han,
damage.
Got his name wrong. He's Jack Alford.
You dick. Back off hard.
Jack Alford.
Yeah. You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch. I just sold my girlfriend for more WoW subscription.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Worth it.
That's that'll do it. War and Hunter should always be at top of the DPS charts. All right. So I guess we're good. I guess we're good to move on. Dual spec? Yeah, we're already asking that. Let's go. Let's transfer on over here now to our screen. So these are some of the official interview questions that we have. These are the ones that we officially can ask, and I just wanted to quickly go through it with you guys today, break it down, and maybe see some of your thought process on it. Right now, a warm-up question just to get the interview started. When's the interview? Tomorrow early afternoon.
At 2:30 EST.
Right off the bat, let me zoom in a little more for you guys. Sorry.
You guys will see the video on it probably Tuesday?
The next day, yeah. The next day. Right off the bat, I got to start with easily one of the most consistent questions I get under our comment section is got to be dual spec. And if it's going to be coming in Season of Discovery, everyone, guys, every one of you, let me get ones in the chat if you guys want dual spec, and twos if you do not want dual spec.
Whether they want it or not, they want to know the answer to it, though.
Yeah. Let me get ones or twos in the chat. I think everybody wants dual spec. What?
You just asked, we should ask about jewel crafting and inscription.
Yeah, okay. Put it down.
I love that.
Jewel crafting inscription? Yeah, I'm down with that. They're already making profession changes. Sniper. A couple of twos, that's it though. Not too many. So it seems like a lot of people are at least interested in knowing what's going to happen. Which brother does the editing? That's me, buddy. That's got to be me. I know you have all mentioned it because they did mention it as BlizzCon. They've tweeted about it, made a couple hints here or there, but Phase 2 being pretty big on class specs finally coming online, like Shadow Priest, Balance, Druids, Ellie Shamans. Could you give us any updates on dual spec and if it's coming? That's a really, really big question. I mean, I know I want dual spec. I know you want dual spec. I think the world wants dual spec between, you know, I want a PvP spec and I want a PvE spec, or I want a caster spec. What about healers? What about healers having to do stuff on their own? Like, I really have to swap out my spec because...
Yeah, but you know what? I will say, runes make it so you could level without having to be the spec.
I mean, yeah, but it starts to get a little bit crazy once you start heading into level 40s, though. Like the speed at which things would happen would be very, very different. You know what I mean? Quad spec. Ask them if they plan to add more class quest chains like those from Sunken Temple.
I think that's kind of one of the questions we asked.
I love those.
Oh,
okay, moving on.
Kind of like that.
Moving on, our next question. We got some PvE-based questions. We really love BFD in Phase 1, specifically the difficulty at the start of BFD in Phase 1. Can we expect Nomer to launch with similar difficulty as BFD, or can we expect it to be closer to post-nerf BFD? The reason for this is because we also get a ton of questions about how hard is the next raid going to be? Are they planning to make things harder? Are they going to tune it up even more? Do they want to make it easier for the more casual players? What are they doing? Are they testing it out now? So I would say from a raid difficulty standpoint, people are asking up the ass, man. Like, people go crazy about it. I think it's a really, really good question. I don't think it should be too hard to answer either. You know, to see if they tuned it up a little bit or not. You want to take the next one?
Yeah, I think this is something that our rogues are definitely going to want to know. Rogues and ferals. Can we get any update on how resistances and Nomer will work? I know in BFD, certain bosses like Gomura had the higher armor, and Kelris Pre-nerf had that crazy magic resist. Can we expect a similar type of situation in Nomer with the mechanicals, with them being immune or highly resistant to things like bleeds and poisons?
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, come on. For me, it probably won't matter so much for the class I play, but I would like to know, right? I'd like to know before I go in there if my rogues are screwed or if they're going to gimp our whole raid if they go in trying to do bleed damage or not, right? So, yeah, I'm okay. It's a great question.
Yeah, I agree. I think Tim has actually mentioned a little bit about that on the mechanical enemies. Yeah, I need a real understanding of what the hell is going to go on. Back in time, we used spell resistances for PvP too. Do they plan to create some gear with spell resistance that is meaningful? Interesting question. Machines can bleed oil. Any plans to randomize mechanics so that it makes DBM weak ores impossible to play the game for us?
Doubtful. They haven't done that in retail.
wish.
They're probably not doing that here, man.
I'm going to be honest. I hate the whole DBM thing about literally it holds your hand the entire fight.
Yeah.
I know when I'm going to raid, whoever's raiding with me, you're not allowed to have DBM the first 2-3 lockouts. No way. I don't want us to get our hand held. This is supposed to be the hardest content for the next 3 months. I want to make the first 2 or 3 lockouts difficult, hard, not easy.
What's up,
I don't want to
Daniel?
be handheld. I don't want anyone to know the fights. I don't want anyone to go in there and already have done it before. I want to go in there blind, fresh, doing my own thing. Yo, for the first month, I was raiding without DBM. Smart, man. Do that. I was too. I just started recently putting on because when I go for that extra parse, try to hit my 99s, I got to. Moving on now. Another one that was really, really big. We had our community ask quite a few times, do you all plan on adding new world bosses that provide us with extra loot and make the world feel alive? I personally love world bosses. I have always loved that whole thing. The only issue is, whenever there's a world boss spawning, the main best people in the world would just dominate that shit, and that just is what it is. But, if you want a shot at it, you got to go out there, bust your chops, do some open world PvP, and quickly try to down that boss. I've been in encounters like that in Classic, where we're fighting for world boss coverage, and it happens. That's just the way the game is played.
But here's what I like about world bosses, especially on PvP servers. It's one of the only things in Classic that only the highest level of player can do, or the people who are going to put in the most time, right? I know there's guilds that will literally camp people at world boss locations.
Yeah.
And the second that shit comes
What
up,
up, Daniel?
they're sitting here messaging the whole
100%.
guild, get your ass on, we need to
100%.
get here right now, there's a
100%.
battle for this world boss. So for that reason, I like it. You know, it would be even crazier. What if during, and this is just my headcanon, but what if during the STV event, they had a world boss that you could try to fight?
Well, they already did announce that there is someone very hard in the zone.
Yeah, but I don't
walking
think there's...
around. I don't think it's world boss level, but it is someone that's a badass that's going to be tough. So,
great question, I think.
Because Zach called arms in 2019 Classic was fun. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Want to take the next one?
Yeah.
This right here.
Is there any concern among the team that with the increase in player power through the new items and runes that it might trivialize the open world? Or is there any plan to buff the world more or dungeons we might do? Listen, at the end of the day, no one was doing 300, 400, 500 DPS at level 25. So, I don't know if you guys have anyone who has BIS weapons, or now I got my epic sword from BFD on my hunter. I'm literally just straight one-shotting mobs. I would like it to be a little bit more difficult.
No, I agree. I mean, dude, I don't even need to say it. Everyone knows how powerful we are. No one's casting Chaos Bolt at level 25. No one's solo farming stockades at this level. Come on, what are we talking about here? This has gotten ridiculous. They have to, in my opinion, tune this shit up. So,
100%.
Moving on now. We have, what is the plan for our characters on this server at the very end? I know a lot of you were talking about this. When Season of Discovery finally ends, will we be able to transfer to Era and lose all of our runes and new items? Will they be gone? Do you have any sort of updates on this? Are we gonna do a weird retail thing? Like, what's happening with these Season of Discovery characters? Do you guys have any idea?
And listen, I don't expect them to actually answer this. And this is one of those questions where it's fine. I don't think they're gonna give us the answer. But I would love just to get their philosophy. No, I don't think it's a dumb question. I know they're not going to answer it, and that's fine, but I'd like to know where their head is at right now, and I think we should ask them again in the future. Ask them again. Keep asking them until they...
I think it's really just to show interest that players want this shit to keep going.
Yeah.
They want to know where I'm investing my time into. I want to know what's going on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's what I think. Ask Lance about it. Yeah, I would hate that if they just shoved us right into regular era like Wrath.
At the very least, what they should do is just leave it up. Make it like another era server.
SOD is a giant beta. When it's over, they're going to hard launch it and add more classic endgame. Oh, Noah Brooks with the Comeback Kid membership, baby. Woo! Noah, thank you so much, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, we're 3 reoccurring members away to get that absolutely huge confirmation on the membership gold today. So if you guys are interested, you get some rewards. Hop in that Discord server, join the guild. Sky Fury, or not Sky Fury. That's Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah. Crusader Strike. My name's Sky CBK on there. If you want to get in it, we get everyone in the guild, dude. 3 more members on the day. Reach the daily member goal. We got 377 people in here. Come show some love. Really appreciate it. Moving on now. I like this one a lot. Can we expect any changes to any of the Scarlet Monastery wings in Phase 2? Will they all be open? Considering that it was accidentally leaked by the team at BlizzCon. Everyone knows that they were teasing that shit at BlizzCon. Everyone knows. Everyone knows they were accidentally showing Nomergan and Karazhan Crypts and Scarlet Monastery. Blah, 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 blah. We already know that. Oh!
Anthony, hey, good name, buddy. Just join. When is the interview? Love the content. The interview is tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be posting a video on it. The video will come out Tuesday morning.
Anthony, you're looking sharp on that picture, man. You gotta get me in the store looking like that. Oh, Q-Stank with the freaking Comeback Kids membership. Guys, we are going crazy right now in the chat, dude. I appreciate all the love and support, guys. Couldn't do without you, man. Listen, you gotta remember, all the money I make, I promise you, reinvests right back into the channel to do as much quality content for you all as I can. It's all I can ever do. It's my favorite thing to do, is to reinvest and bust my butt on this channel for you guys. I do agree. I would love for them to maybe even have some changes to Scarlet Monastery, considering it's like the endgame regular dungeons for next phase. And the thing is,
we don't know that.
You really think they're going to add new dungeons?
I don't know.
Is there anything else you would like, Lance?
I can give you a list of things I want.
Okay, what does Lance want? Let's pick another.
No, because you know what? Actually, last time I said what I wanted in the comment section of the last video, I got roasted. Okay, I got called a dimwit. So you know what? I'm not saying what I want because it's just not worth it, man. It's not worth it.
Yeah, I would love for Mordon to be a raid.
Can you scroll up? Actually, someone has asked a question of Q times. Keep going. Boneyard.
Sorry, Boneyard. Here we go.
What is Blizzard looking for to measure if the GDKP ban was a success before considering making this permanent and rolling it out to other WoW game modes? Question. That's a good question, honestly.
Damn.
I'm going to add that.
I would say, yeah. I would add that to the part 2. What is the measure of success here to keep this thing permanent? Wow, that's really good. That's a serious question.
Great question.
Woo!
Just copy and paste that one, right?
Yo, that's a serious question. How do I do a little copy-paste Reno?
Yeah, copy that and put it right in there, into the doc.
Good question, Boneyard.
Hey, don't copyright us for that, Boneyard.
Where is the GDKP? GDKP.
Hey, this is kind of cool, working together with the community to make our interview better. True triage.
Yo, I like that profile picture. What is that? What is that? Is that like a...
It's hard to see on here. Thank you so much for the membership, brother. We appreciate you. Let's get some ones in the chat for the members.
Dude, thank you so much. We got one more member, guys. One more member on the day.
Huges in the chat by the members, please.
And we're good to go. We're locked and loaded with that membership goal in the day, guys. I really appreciate all the love and support. We got to get to 100, man. It's tough out here, dude. He said he'll be talking to his WoW attorney. Oh, no.
Don't do it.
I love that. Thank you so much, man. I love that little animated character. I got to get me one of those, dude. I also do a lot of WoW, dude. Send your link in the chat. I think you're a member now. You can. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. Or you just tell me the channel. I'll look it up. I show some love all to the smaller YouTube channels who does WoW. Yeah, Munchie's bigger than us. Holy shit. That'd be awesome. Okay, this was a big one because a lot of people ask about this every single freaking day. Are you guys Horde or Alliance? Horde. Me and Litton. Is that what it's called? Me and Litton? You want to write that down? Check this out. Ready? Quality of life stuff here. Guild banks, instant mail, 41-yard name plate distance, enchanting vellums. These are all quality of life things people have asked about every single day in the comments, Twitter, Reddit. Is there any plan on introducing any of these or even all of them inside the future of Season of Discovery? Is it going to go against the philosophy of what Classic is to have this sort of thing? Where does the line in the sand get drawn? I think that's a really,
I think that's a Casey question. He's going to love that one.
That's a Casey question.
Going to give him a little chubby.
The meme of let's make everyone OP is well known. How do you feel you are going if that is your yardstick? Are you happy with how things are progressing?
I would think, to be honest with you, everyone feels pretty OP. I think their one mistake is letting Warriors feel OP.
Shoved up.
Like, I don't think they meant for Warriors to be as strong as they were, but...
Instant mail between your characters a must, yeah, man.
I don't know what they thought when they gave him Wrath of the Lich King Deep Wounds, so...
Yeah, that was very...
Yeah, big blunder.
Icky.
Big blunder on their end, so...
Weird. Very yucky. I didn't like that one. I didn't like it either. Another thing we've been asked about almost daily is if Evolve considered adding a pet or a mount tab instead of them taking up bag spots, because everyone knows that bag space is at a premium in Classic. It's gonna get kind of annoying holding 2, 3, 4 mounts. Pets.
I mean, you're just gonna only hold one.
It's just exhausting. Yeah, I want to have all my mounts and all my pets together. If I want to freaking ride one, okay, let me do so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nameplate thing. Yeah, dude. Comrade, yo, thanks again for coming back to another stream, buddy. Thank you.
You'll miss out on enchanting tips, but you could just
sell
the vellum.
A lot more. You would make a lot more money selling the vellums.
And you can make money while you're not logged in.
Yeah, no, it's so streamlined making money like that, dude. Insane. Insane. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why does it say 5? Weird. 1, 2, 3, 4. Weird. Interesting. Lance, you want to take this next one?
Yeah. So in the What's New Classic Season of Discovery video you all released right before Phase 1 launched, it showed a waste rune slot for Paladins that had the Death Knight ability Howling Blast, which has me very excited. Do we expect Death Knights to be making some sort of appearance in the Season of Discovery?
That would be interesting. I would like that whole, maybe Death Knight quest line sort of deal, because there are some runes in Phase 1 where you go and you speak to some people who have some dark influence, getting Seal of the Martyr, especially for humans in Elwyn Forest. She is like a dark Death Knight person, and she said, be ready, something along the lines of like, be ready, there's a lot more of this sort of magic to come. So that would be really interesting.
That was for the Seal of the Martyr, right?
Yeah, for Seal of the Martyr, yeah. Yeah, so that would be really, really cool. Really, really cool. Plans to expand class roles even more? Rogue throwing spec. I'll tell you what, Donovan, rogue throwing spec ain't very far off. You got Between the Eyes, quick draw, I think that's what it's called, quick shot. The new poison knife. You have your regular shots. You can literally play a rogue range DPS spec in PvP. Like, it's a thing. Like if you're built for
mid-range.
Yeah, if you're built for it, it can definitely be a thing. 100%. 100%. Do they have any plans to add epic crafting items that are exclusive to alchemy or enchanting? I don't like sacrificing void... Dude, oh my god, that's a good question. Because, like, I want to go alchemy. I like alchemy. I like making the extra gold. But, you know, what they did with Wrath for alchemy is they added the little trinkets. You know, you have the little trinkets. Enchanting, I forgot what they added for enchanting, but I know for alchemy they had their own little things. Jewel crafting had really cool on-use trinkets as well.
But they're giving alchemy stuff.
Yeah, but like epic rewards. Yeah, but it doesn't equate to Void Touch or the brand new epic gear. Not even close. It makes me not want to go alchemy. Same thing with enchanting. 30-minute buff with enchanting. Well, yeah, enchanting gets that, but crafting, fuck. Purple is important. Yes. They both got it? Well, no. What do you mean, Dan? They both get epic items? No, I know what they get in phase 2, but I guess he means like epic gear to make up for it. Like an epic trinket or I don't know what enchanting would be. I really don't. Hold on. A buff is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, but an epic item's cooler. I would rather have an epic item on than a world buff. Pretty much. Exclusive items, I don't care what they do. I agree. How much has player feedback impacted or changed the runes you have shipped? Can you provide an example of a rune that was planned but changed as a result? Interesting.
Explosive shot, night 1.
Everyone wants to pump that gear score up. Yes, sir. Ring enchants. Yeah, that's a great example. Great example. Moving on. PvP-based questions. In the recent update for the PvP event in Stranglethorn, we know it will be a free-for-all event. This is a big one. Pay attention. Can you tell us a little bit more on how you plan on stopping people from just getting in a giant raid group and zerging down the whole zone? Because, I don't know about you, Lance, that sounds pretty shitty if people would just get in a giant raid group, run around, and pump people down. That sounds terrible.
It would ruin everything. And you know what else they need to do? They need to turn off during the event, turn off like local chat in the zone. So you can't be like, press 1 here to join my raid east or west like they do in... Yeah, I know they said they have something, but I want to know what.
Yeah, but what? And what's going to stop them from win trading?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
No, I don't want any transmog.
Yeah, transmog's probably not going to come true. Even though you're a member, I appreciate the support. Transmog's probably not going to happen. I'm just going to be honest. Win trading's a huge question. I agree.
How would you win trade? What do you mean? Me and Sky could win trade right now. I say, hey, Sky, you kill me once, then I kill you.
Yeah.
Let's both get some tokens.
Or even streamers literally being like, all right, everyone group up. I'm going to AoE you down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so corny. Get that out of here.
My idea, and this I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but maybe for every person you add to the raid group, you take X amount more damage.
Blood Loa one-shotting raids? I think I like what Lance said. Like, the more in a raid group you are, more people, you deal less damage and take more damage.
Yeah, so like if you end up in a raid group, literally a mage putting 1 living bomb will just kill everyone or something like that.
Beat the shit out of you, yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
I would love that. I mean, it would suck for a shaman for me because I don't deal any AoE damage, but do you imagine a mage just like running in there and sapper charging or something? Well, they don't have sapper charges, but
whatever. A rogue can do something where they pop a grenade or something from stealth or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool. What about solo players? Well, I mean, solo players are just they're normal.
Solo players don't take any.
Yeah, they don't take any bonus.
They don't take any bonus.
I think it's like I think I would make it like a stacking 3% damage buff.
Debuff.
Or a debuff, yeah. 3%. You know what I mean?
I mean, the number doesn't matter to me. Just make it so that once you get to a raid loot, you do almost no damage, and you could literally be one-shot.
I am very curious to see what they're gonna do because I don't see. I think either way, there's a loss here. I'm just gonna be honest. Making it factionless, it's a big win. I think it's cool, but I think automatically there is some sort of loss coming in play that people are not gonna be happy about.
It's not gonna be perfect, but it's. You know what I like about it? Is they're taking a big fucking swing, man.
I love that.
And that's what this is all about. And whether it ends up staying a free-for-all forever or not.
I agree. I love it,
kudos
man.
to them.
I'm so tired of all these other Blizzard games. For example, Diablo. Playing it so safe all the time. Like
the Timeless Isles?
It's so boring.
Timeless Isles was a free-for-all, right?
I don't remember. I don't remember Timeless Isles. But, like, I love risks, man. And if it doesn't come out good, then make the changes, fix it, and move on. But at least you did it. Diablo was so boring.
Elysium,
So
I
many
don't
other
think they're
things are
gonna.
so boring.
They're not gonna give us the answer on Ashbringer, to be honest. And if they do, it would kill the hype for it when
Yeah,
it
I
finally
agree.
comes.
Moving on now. Some of the items for the PvP event that were data mined were a little interesting to say the least, but in particular the Hunter Bow with the Strength proc, or casters receiving only spell power rings. I know you all said take what is data mined with a grain of salt, but can you tell us a little bit more about the team's thought process with all these new items?
Great question, actually. Good job, Sky.
That was a Lance question right there. Melee Hunter. Because there are some really cool items in there, but then a lot of them are really boring and seem bland. Like, all the caster loot seems super bland. I know Josh Weldon was upset that there wasn't going to be, like, some really badass blood scythe that increases your shadow damage or something. Like, that sucks.
No. It's the disparity of like the coolness factor is so strange. Some classes have some badass things and others just have rings.
Right here, question for the raid drops that are not needed. Are there any plans to sell tokens of some kind that can be used to trade for raid consumes to further reduce the need to swipe? Ooh. I think that whole question is loaded and a little off. They don't want anyone swiping in general, so adding swipe in there, that's how you get the old eyebrow raise, number one. Number two, I don't think they would ever allow some sort... do you mean like how in Wrath, if you get the token, you could literally sell it to a vendor for a gold? Is that what he means?
Maybe.
Or to sell to players? Because that wouldn't be a thing. That wouldn't... They've never done that, and they never will do that.
I don't know why... Yeah, how do they not give mages... And I wouldn't even say an offhand. I would say a sword or something.
A freaking sword. Of
Wizard
course.
hat's cool, yeah.
Wizard hat, I agree.
The Hunter Bow is useless. The Hunter Bow is not even going to be good for melee hunters, because who wants to have to sit there and shoot?
Yeah, I don't know. It's off. They should have given them a one-handed sword.
100%.
Obviously.
It's not even close, definitely.
Do you think they'll have an early legendary weapon before level 60? That's actually interesting. Think about it. Like a Scarlet Monastery legendary quest chain? That's actually a pretty good question. Or at least a legendary weapon that you can save items throughout leveling, and then once you hit that level, you can get it? Almost like as you go throughout the raids, you pick up these little things, like and you combine it. Yeah. Into something
like
later.
the ZF weapon?
That's a freaking dope question.
That's a great question, Steven. What I would say for that is...
White Mane Staff.
I would keep
that's awesome.
I would keep it epic, though. I would keep it epic and save the legendaries for level 60 when we're max. It would just kind of feel bad. Because, like, honestly, if you get a legendary...
But the thing is you have to think, it is the end of a phase.
Yeah, but no, because when you get a legendary, you don't want to have to give it up. Like, if I get at any point during SOD, if I get a legendary, I want that to be my legendary for the rest of the expansion.
At level 50, to see someone walk around with a legendary staff, it's like, oh my god, yeah, this guy's the real shit.
But then just make it an epic. It doesn't need to be a legendary.
Legendary's more legendary.
Lance
is always right.
No, make it an epic and make it harder to get with... Yeah, orange feels very final. I think unique epic and make it so that... I don't know. And maybe you do make a quest line epic. That, I don't know, man. That something like a Shadowmourne. Or an Atiesh or something like that. I like the way those legendaries drops. That way you could kind of plan out when you're going to get it. And then also the raid kind of has to decide who's getting it right away.
Interesting. Pink item.
Plot
Between
twist.
purple and yellow.
Yikes.
I love that. An interesting question would be to ask them what kind of risk are they willing to take in terms of being creative with classes. That's a very loaded question. We're willing to take big risks.
Yeah,
like,
I think they're just going to say huge. Have you not seen?
I mean, Warlock Tank. Pretty fucking big risk.
It's fucking insane. Oh.
Like, you know, I like the question, but like, how would they really answer that? You know what I mean? Question for the Coffee Whisperer. What do you think about Blizz adding events like the invasions? Dude,
that's
I
cool.
love that sort of stuff. I always love even pre-patch like invasion events and stuff like that.
I mean, what about just like the stuff they did for Naxxramas before Nax came out?
I've always loved that.
That's cool. It would be like making Dragon Rat Terragos's Rest. It would be epic at 40 and 50 upgrades and final level 60.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But then also now you have someone that's just gonna wield the same weapon 40.
I would
50, 60.
Okay, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big question. Would you think it would be cool to get a weapon in Nomergan, to then take it to SM to find some fragments to upgrade it, and then take it into the brand new raid at 60 to turn it legendary? I feel like that'd be epic. Like, I would love to take a weapon with me and then see it progressively upgrade and even visually increase, similar to what they did with BC and crafting and blacksmithing.
Okay. Well, what you're saying, and this is me disagreeing with Scott here. What you're saying sounds a lot more like an artifact weapon from Legion, which I don't think anyone likes.
No, that's different, though. That's different, because Legion...
But now you're going to keep this weapon forever.
No.
Right?
Because Legion, that's a
We're
very
going to go
different
40,
story.
50, 60, and now keep it all through 60 because it's a legendary,
We're
right?
talking about simple on-use effects and activatables and procs. Literally, Legion...
Scotty.
Listen, Legion, literally, those weapons gave you such power boost. It was literally talent trees within them. It's a completely different story. It's completely different stories. What I was thinking was literally like PBC blacksmithing epic.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Well, maybe they don't. I'm not talking about you, jerk. I'm talking about them. It's where's the one-handed mace? Come on. Where are you at? No. A Drake Fist Hammer in particular. Like, as you increased in rank,
or Lionheart.
The visually and cosmetically got cooler as well. I've always loved that. I love that sort of thing. Like,
yeah, it shows.
And then it turned into Dragon Maul, right there. And then the last one just looks insane. Like, look at this. Holy shit!
Oh, well, they also put Mongoose on that picture.
All right, well, Mongoose is the coolest enchant in the history of WoW, in my opinion. But
imagine Garona's dagger at level 50, and then at 60 you hand it in with
thanks,
TMI,
Corey, buddy. Appreciate it.
That's cool.
Multi-phase quest chain for loot that upgrades as you go. Yeah, that's it. That's what I was saying. But it doesn't have to be... I was thinking, like... It doesn't have to be, okay, everyone acquires this weapon and that's it. I was thinking more like... I don't know. Maybe you have a choice of whether to have it a sword or something. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just gonna sit and make a news video. Alright. Anyone up for some news? Lance?
What's the next question?
I'm just joking. Lance, you're up. Oh dear.
Is there any way you can let us in on what the new PvP rank cap will be in Phase 2, as well as if we will be able to grind AB rep? Now, obviously, we know we're going to most likely be able to grind AB rep, but...
Maybe we'll get one more rank in PvP.
Yep.
Maybe we'll go up to rank 5 or whatever the freaking hell it is. Make Pala great again, indeed. Yeah,
it's not one of my favorite questions we have on there, but I think it's a good question to ask.
Yeah, no, it's a question. If we got time, let's rock and roll. You know what I mean? Moving on, something that I personally always loved in future versions of WoW is that there are really good amount of battlegrounds to participate in. Do you all have any plans on adding any new battlegrounds, or even potentially bringing some other ones in from different expansions? For example, something like Eye of the Storm or the Gold Mine
what about the BG they were supposed to add in Najara?
Love the content, boys. How's the WoW going? Oh, Saga, what's going on, baby? We're doing good. We're doing good. Very solid, man. Very solid. The content is kicking butt. Hey, I get to sit down and watch you guys live. I already got my cup of coffee and sitting down. Thank you so much, Gilstein. Appreciate the love, buddy. But yeah, man, new battlegrounds. +1 for cancel the Jara BG. That's what I'm saying. And we can't say some stuff that we've, heard from them on reception back, but this is a very good question that I think everyone wants something more of. Everybody wants more BGs, some new ways to play, whether it be a team deathmatch or a minecart pushing sort of deal. I love all that stuff, man. Silver Shard Mines, exactly. Like, in the Silithus Bug Caves.
Oh,
Holy
that'd be cool.
Shit, that'd be awesome. 60 for BGs, not now.
Yeah, we don't need them now.
No, we don't need them now, but at some point, I mean, I would like a new BG. What about a Stranglethorn Veil BG? Is that, like, would that be...
That'd be awesome.
Would that be terrible? Would that break anyone's hearts? I think that'd be awesome. Like a Stranglethorn Veil BG. Maybe you're on a pirate ship or something. Like, give me something new. I love it, man. Who do I have to buy dinner for to reverse the fishing crate nerf?
Agrin.
Yeah. Probably Agrin, yeah. 10-man free-for-all queue for instance Gurabashi. Oh, that'd be cool. Moving on now, we do have some story-based questions. With profession specializations being gone, at least for engineering, no more sappers, is there something equivalent that will be available? They did say there are going to have some additional stuff coming into play. Not this phase, but next phase. So this phase, don't look for professions to have their own spec. But next phase, they're going to add a lot of new stuff to each spec, so be ready for that. They did confirm that already. Moving on to some story-based questions. We wanted to dive into this because I think Season of Discovery has a lot of potential to put in and not rewrite history, but to add to it and bring some really cool shit.
Yeah.
You wanna start off with the first one?
We have really enjoyed all of the cool Easter eggs like the Tauren Rogue that teaches Shaman the dual-wield rune and other cool things like this. But I would love to know, is Season of Discovery in an alternate reality from the main classic and retail game? Or will this story have any implication for WoW as a whole or its future?
I love that. I love that. What do you think?
I mean, for me, I just kind of... You know, it's just one of those things where you're getting into... You know, you're getting into their philosophy on what it is, and it's not something that we need a direct answer on, but so we could theory craft more like a bunch of fools, like we're doing now.
I agree.
Steven asked a good question here. Are they going to have 20 to 40 man raids? I think maybe... I know all of the 60 raids, they said they're going to keep 40 man, Steven. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. So there's an alternate timeline? Maybe. Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
I haven't seen any...
Karazhan and Sod, as it was originally planned to be, it's most likely we're going to get.
Well, I think they kind of hinted at the Karazhan crypt, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Sky, the next question?
Moving on, though. I really love the Void Touch quest lines that we had in BFD. For example, remember, guys, with the shadowy figure, you do that whole quest chain, you get your Void Touch loot, all that stuff. Particularly the shadowy figure and the dialogue that we had with her. Is there any chance we get to see her again in the future of Season of Discovery? Or will we receive any more quest lines or gifts from the Void? It was confirmed, well, not confirmed, I should say data mined, that a lot of the new epic profession-crafted gear doesn't have Void touched in front of it anymore. That is something that is true. Once again, this isn't officially dev-posted, confirmed, in-game screenshots, whatever. But I'm not sure if that's going to be a thing next phase. That's why I really want to dive in on this question, because I think the whole Xalatath thing has a lot of potential to sort of play off of retail and what's going on with that. I'm not saying turn Sod into retail. That's a ridiculous thing to say. I'm saying I wouldn't mind if there was some sort of intertwining between the two in a way. Not in a gameplay sense, but more like a story sense. Is that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, how great of a freaking
I think so, Kevin. I think it is Xalatath. It's not 100%, but that's what we are assuming, yes.
How great of a marketing ploy would it be to somehow tie Xalatath into Season of Discovery? Now, of course, there's a lot of... And they proved me wrong the other day.
Twist. Xalatath and Season of Discovery is an advertisement for the War Within.
Because retail doesn't get new players anymore. By the way, as someone who is not playing retail actively like a lot right now, I log in every now and again. Retail still has more players. But besides the point, it's just a great marketing ploy, right? Like,
I think it would.
There's gonna be people,
it would be genius.
And of course, I think most of the classic and SOD community is not going to want to play retail, but there's going to be those people that are like, oh wow, I just spent a year playing Season of Discovery, and now let's tie it back in. That's kind of cool. Maybe I could just play my kit, whatever.
What do you mean? I would definitely do that. Are you kidding me? I could take my character and somehow, some way, take him to an alternate timeline or something. Listen, I don't love the whole timeline thing a lot.
It's a great marketing ploy.
But it is interesting to say the least. Would I prefer them to just add the Classic Plus and the stories of Vanilla and expand upon Azeroth instead of like Burning Crusade or some bullshit? I would prefer that. Listen to me very carefully. I would prefer that. But I would not mind at all if they had some sort of crossover, you know, time story implementation. What is it?
Implication.
Implications of that sort of thing happening. I would not mind that at all. free boost if you move your sod tune to retail.
That's
what I doubt it that they would do something like that. Does that seem so far-fetched, Lance?
No, I don't think they would merge them. No, they're not going to merge
they would
retail
not
and
merge.
SOD. That's not what it would be.
I think SOD will always be its own thing now because of how popular it is right now. How about this? For example, let me get ones in the chat if you're subscribed to World of Warcraft just for Season of Discovery.
We already got that the other day.
Let's get it. Ones in the chat if you're subscribed to World of Warcraft just for Season of Discovery right now. I'll tell you what, you got ones from me. I don't play anything else. One's in the chat. I don't play retail. I don't play Wrath. I'm not. I might play Kata. I like.
No, right now
I haven't seen 1, 2.
Yeah, I'm only playing SOD right now.
So SOD is so popular. It has a really big opportunity to create something new, refreshing, and exciting. I'm really excited to see where it takes place.
And listen, let's make it clear to them. We will be playing retail.
Oh, I'll be playing retail. I'm not scared to say I'm
War
playing
Within
retail.
comes in.
I'll say to everyone, I will be playing War Within. I will be. I mean, we'll see how popular Season of Discovery and the whole classic thing is on if I'll be making content for it. Maybe I'll make a second channel or what. I'm not sure what the implications of that will be, but I will be talking about retail and I will be discussing it with the channel as well as Lance and the crew and seeing what we do with that. I will definitely try it. Moving on now. I really enjoyed the quest lines that Paladin had for Divine Storm and Warlock had for Metamorphosis. Let me copy that. And I was a little bit sad to see that not all classes had such great, grandiose quest lines for any of their runes. Could we expect to maybe see some other classes get some epic quest line treatment in the upcoming phases for maybe runes or maybe even items? Talk a little bit more about that. Because, Lance, wouldn't you like a badass epic hunter quest chain?
I'll tell you what, and I got every hunter rune very early on in Season of Discovery. And then I was like, man, I mean, yeah, these runes are cool, but it was just felt like all of them felt super uninspired. All of the hunter runes, none of them were cool. Now, I will say this. I saw you maybe 2 weeks after it launched on your Paladin, doing your Paladin quest. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Now that's a fucking rune acquisition quest.
I don't know if anyone in here is a Paladin and they did the Divine Storm quest line.
Part of the line was not a cool rune to get. You killed one mob. Let's relax, Chief.
Bro.
Nothing like the Paladin one.
Literally, furry combat, you'd haven't experienced the Paladin one. You have to go to this place in Darkshore, kill these dark warlocks to gather an orb, take it back, go to the BFD to talk about it, discuss it with this other guy, go across the world, and then go into this demon-infested area where Manaroth, what was his name? The guy that killed him with his axe.
Yeah.
And then he sacrificed himself. Grommash Hellscream, he died too. Manaroth, he killed Manaroth. Then you have to discover Manaroth's essence, gather it. Then you go turn it in, and then you have to do other. It is so badass.
Yeah, that and then the Warlock meta quest.
And I'm level 25 doing this.
Steven's right.
Yeah, the Warlock meta quest. Yeah, I didn't do that either, but I have no idea where that even begins or what it's even like, but that's super cool. Yeah, sneaking to dungeon solo for the rogue rune was awesome. Yeah, you have to sneak in and you have to be solo. If not, the quest won't activate.
Really?
So you have to sneak by these elites, lockpick, sap people, distract.
That's cool.
Get in there, kill a few elites on your own, and then you get your double poison rune. It was super cool. I loved it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, but that still sounds better than anything Hunter got.
Of course it is. And same thing with Shaman. I mean, Shaman got one for Earthshield, but it was so boring. I was talking to a Quillbore. And I was like, it was boring. It was just boring. But
yeah.
But once again, I think we all want some epic quest lines to show some love. I think Pally and Warlock got their love, got their attention. I want to know what the next 2 or 3 are gonna be. I'm interested to see if that's even coming.
Yeah.
Next up, we have, while looking at some of the new Nomergan loot, we didn't notice any Void Touch gear. Once again, this is another thing that we discussed. Does this mean that we will not be continuing storing? Well, that's kind of similar to this, right?
Yeah, it's similar.
Quillbore convo was crazy. That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Crazy. Ask them in conjunction? Yeah, I guess we could a 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's it. I mean, that's the questions we got, you know? I mean...
But yeah, listen, those are the questions that were approved and everything's locked and loaded, good to go. So be ready for that, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow, once again, I think the interview is at like 2 or 3 or something. I'm not...
2:30.
2:30 EST. I'm not sure. We can't live stream it because, you know, it's a lot to break down, and I don't want to have to look at chat or deal with streaming implications. Right now, I just want to do this interview, be as professional as possible, thank them for everything that they're doing, move on, not take up too much of their time, and get the heck out of there. You know what I mean? Keep it simple, keep it clean. We will be updating you guys on the... maybe we'll even do a stream tomorrow night, just a quick stream. Just talking about how the interview went, talking about how everything felt.
We'll do something.
A quick little thing like that.
After our celebratory dinner tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, that is true. That is true. By the way, guys, don't forget, we need one more reoccurring member on the Comeback Kids channel to get our daily membership goal reward completed. So if you guys are interested, you get exclusive benefits for being a member on the channel. Not only that, you help support us for funding, doing all this great streaming and content and stuff. We get 2 cameras here that are 4K cameras, $3,000 a pop. We got microphones, the studio setup, designs, custom everything. Takes a lot of funding, guys. There it is, DJ Treyu. Thank you so much for the love and support, buddy. I couldn't do it without you, man.
Steven asked another good one.
What happened?
Steven asked another good question.
Do you guys think... Thank you so much, DJ. Once again, that just meant our
thank you so much, DJ.
Membership goal of the day. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, Treyu.
Steven.
Where?
Right there.
Do you guys think they'll release phases earlier because it's so long and everyone pretty much did everything earlier that gets stale? Just raid logging as someone who isn't sweaty and grinds out PvP stuff.
I mean, yeah. The thing is, you have to understand, from what we know about the team, it's a very small team. And I don't know the exact number, and I don't want to pretend like I do, but it's a very small team, and they're trying to deliver good stuff. Now, what I like what they're doing is, they are doing, for how big the team is, I think they're killing it.
Oh, Gilstein TV, baby, with the Comeback Kids membership, dude. Appreciate the love and support, man. Insane, buddy. Thank you so much. Insane.
Can we get some huges in the chat?
Yo, let's get some huges in the chat, dude. And for my buddy Israf, hold on. We gotta get serious here for a second. This one's for you, buddy. Come on, man. Let it rip, Lance. Let it rip like a Beyblade.
Oh, I can't hear nothing.
Come on, man. Woo. Sing it back, baby. That's a huge membership goal officially being met. Let's get some huges in the chat, dude. Thank you guys so much, man. Couldn't do it without you all. Once again, appreciate the love and support. Tune out for the stream. Another 2-hour stream, man. Nothing wrong with that. We are going to be trying to do this Wednesdays and Sundays, and if there's other big events going on throughout the week, doing this a lot more often. Can we get someone that's in our Discord to link it here for Boople, please? Yeah. I'll just grab it over. If you guys want to hop in the Discord, man, here it is. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. That's the Discord right there. You hop in there. We got all our guildies in there. You want to get invited into the guild, you're more than welcome. Additionally, heads up, if you're looking for that Rested XP link, it's in the description below or pinned in the comment. If you get that, you get an efficient way to level up your alternate characters, as well as finding all your runes efficiently, if that's what you want to do. Lance, do you have any other closing things you want to say about Season of Discovery to the chat? 300 people watching. What's in the mind of Lance?
Honestly,
Hold on a second.
We're on Crusader Strike US, Trey.
Lance.
Oh, okay, relax.
Lance, anything you want to say to the camera?
Crap.
Talk to the camera.
Today I was at the grocery store and a woman stopped me and...
The true story. This is true, 100%.
Asked if I was Justin Timberlake. And then she looked at Sky and said, "Are you Willem Dafoe?"
Okay, no, that's not true. That's not true. But listen, there was this Latin lady making our sandwiches, and she goes, "Oh, are you Justin Timberlake?" And Lance is like, I'm sorry, I'm not Justin Timberlake. He's, Justin Timber. So sorry, dude. I thought that was fucking awesome. He looks nothing like JT.
Yeah, I don't look anything like JT. So
Justin Timberlake.
That's a terrible.
What the
I mean, I can't believe that
That's
happened.
ridiculous.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Justin, dude, yeah, that's what I said. I was like, dude, you should have just said yeah. Like,
No,
fuck
man.
it. And then just break it down,
I'm
dude.
not JT, bro.
Let's be like freaking.
I don't got this feeling inside these bones. All
Come
right.
on, man. That's hilarious,
So,
dude.
uh,
bye, bye, bye.
I can't wait to.
That's great, dude.
Greetings and thanks.
Oh, comeback
Oh, very
scumbag. First of all, I
nice.
like the comeback in the name. I don't know about scumbag though. That's a little odd. With the two big ones, dude. Thank you so much, buddy. German viewer. What do we say to German viewers? What's like hello?
Deutsch.
I don't know what that. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that
I
means.
think that's. I don't.
Justin Timberland.
I actually was gonna come. I thought about today coming on stream with my suit and tie on. I really did.
Donkey Sean.
But then I wanted to have
I'm
the
so
comeback kid
butchering
shirt
that,
on
I
because
know
I'm
it.
trying to gauge interest from the community on if we should start selling these shirts. So I was like, you know what? Let's not wear the suit and tie.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah, man. Honestly, great stream today, guys. Let's get some ones in the chat if you guys are hyped for Season of Discovery, man. Let's get some ones in the chat. Let's flood this chat real quick before we leave in the next 5 minutes. Insane. We got phase 2 in 3 days, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lot to get hyped for, man. A lot to do. Let's open up this. Where is it? Yo, where's my phone?
Yeah. Forward on Crusader Strike. Join the
Hold on 1
Discord. We'll
second.
get you.
Put your faith in the light.
Sorry. I'm the worst streamer ever. Back to the CBK outro. Ladies and gentlemen, man. Big W's today. We got the membership goal. Got a couple of nice little donos. 2-hour stream. Hang out. Goof off. Talk World of Warcraft. We got a lot to discuss, man. Interview tomorrow. Big day. Any last notes, Lance?
And I just want to say I'm excited. I'm excited to see what part of this data mining is real and what's fake. That's what I want to know. I'm very excited for that. Other than that, guys, I want to say thank you so much for being a part of Comeback City episode 2. Be on the lookout for episode 3 on Wednesday evening, and then another one next Sunday. Next Sunday will probably be in the morning, right? Not in the afternoon.
What was that?
Next Sunday stream's probably in the morning, not the afternoon.
Sunday streams? Yeah, listen, we're going to try to do this podcast segment sort of deal on Wednesdays, Sundays. Stay tuned for that
Well,
one,
actually,
guys.
yeah. Next Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. We're definitely going to have to do it early in the morning.
Okay, we will do it early in the morning. I appreciate all love and support, guys. God bless every single one of you. My name's Sky for the Comeback Kids.
My name is Lance.
We will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget your cup of coffees. Peace. Much love, guys. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. See you in the next one. Peace. Loktar, friend.